to Kush News, the newscast of the African diaspora. I'm your anchor, Ochanda, daily bringing you the top stories from Africa and the Caribbean. Let's take a look at today's news on Tuesday, August 27, 2024. Let's go to Kenya, where world leaders are in the country for the African Union nominee. On Tuesday in Nairobi, Tanzania's President Samia Suluhu Hassan, Uganda's President Museveni, and South Sudan's Salva Kiir were among the leaders attending the official unveiling of campaigns for Kenya's African Union Commission chairmanship at the State House. Tuesday's campaign launch followed Kenya's submission of Raila Odinga as its candidate for the African Union chair ahead of elections. Kenya has since received endorsements from a number of countries, including Uganda, Rwanda, Ghana, Zimbabwe, and Algeria. Odinga is competing against a number of candidates from the Eastern African bloc, including Djibouti's Foreign Minister's Affair leader Mahmoud Yusuf, Anil Gayan from Mauritius, and Richard Radriamandrato of Madagascar. The African Union Commission chair comprises of a chairperson, a deputy chairperson, and 6 commissioners. African Union adopted a new structure in 2021 following institutional reforms.
The Cameroonian national soccer team is called the Indomitable Lions. The soccer team of Senegal is called the Lions of Teranga. The soccer team of Morocco is called the Atlas Lions. Here in Eastern Africa, we call it the Simba. The king of the jungle. When the king roars, the jungle listens.
In describing Africa's enormous natural resources, Odinga said economic dominance by Asia, Europe, and America is up, propping himself as the ideal driver of Africa to prosperity.
The African lion is giving a message to the Asian tiger that you Asian tiger, you've danced on the stage alone for far too long. It's your time to quit. The European bear retreated to the North Pole long time ago and is freezing there in the ice. The American panther is also on the retreat. But I'm here as the African lion.
The former Prime Minister will square it out with Madagascar's Richard Radriamandrato, Djibouti's Mahmoud Yusuf, and Anil Gayan from Mauritius.
And after that, we are going to be launching.
Beyond Nairobi's push of its candidate, Kenya's former Prime Minister was also presented as a regional candidate in style, visiting heads of state from East Africa throwing their weight behind Odinga.
I know that Honorable Raila not only possesses the requisite credentials, but he is also the ideal candidate to lead the Africa Union Commission.
That the United Republic of Tanzania assures Republic of Kenya of its full support for the candidature of Right Honorable Raila Odinga for the position of African Union Commission chairperson, and Tanzania says, Baba anatosha, achaguliwe.
I am here to support the candidature of Raila Odinga as the chairperson of the African Union. Asante sana.
And that is the launch of the Raila Odinga for AUC chairmanship.
Those in Kenya, let us know your thoughts on Raila Odinga being the nominee for the African Union chair. Do you feel that he has a chance? I want to hear from you. Let's go to Nigeria, where they receive the first Mpox vaccine doses. Nigeria has received 10,000 doses of a vaccine to combat Mpox, making it the first African country to receive a batch amid the current outbreak. Nigeria began the process to secure the vaccines well before it was declared a global health emergency by the World Health Organization. Africa has been hit the hardest by recent rapid spread of Mpox, and there has been calls for a speedier response by the international community. Nigeria, which has confirmed 40 Mpox cases this year, received its vaccine doses as a donation from the United States. The West African nation has not recorded any deaths from the virus. It has also not recorded any cases of the strain called Clyde 1B, a new variant in the Democratic Republic of Congo. DRC, located in Central Africa, has recorded more than 18,000 suspected cases of Mpox and over 600 deaths just this year alone.
Go a long way to help those who are in need, because monkeypox is not something that we want to have in this country. We all know how large our population is, and we need to ensure that we meet every disease in the board, especially those that have to do with public health concerns.
Frontline workers in states with highest cases will be given priority attention when the vaccination commences.
What we are going to be doing with that is to prioritize where we deploy them based on where the need and the impact will be greatest. Because of the nature of the virus and how it is transmitted, it is through contact and exposure to sick people. We believe our frontline health workers are at particular risk. We are also going to prioritize states that have had the highest number of cases. Many of them are in the south, but of course we're going to have to work with the states to develop state-specific plans, to make sure that the vaccine is appropriately deployed.
We will continue to work with Nigeria on efforts to stop the spread of the monkeypox illness, and we will continue to look at how we can help Nigeria.
So far, Nigeria has recorded 40 confirmed cases of Mpox across 33 states of the Federation with 0 deaths.
There are still no specific Mpox vaccines, but smallpox vaccines work against the disease at this moment and are being manufactured by 2 pharmaceutical companies. Nigeria says that it will prioritize health workers and at-risk communities in the 13 affected states during the campaign. The Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention estimates that 10 million doses are needed across the continent, with DRC being the most in need. Mpox can be fatal if left untreated and causes symptoms such as fever, muscle aches, and large lesions across the body. Those in Nigeria, let us know on if you are going to be taking the Mpox vaccine. Are you against it? Are you for it? Are you worried at all about the variant? We go to Egypt, where artifacts have been returned. The Egyptian embassy in the Netherlands received 3 smuggled Egyptian artifacts thanks to support and coordination between the Ministries of Foreign Affairs and Tourism. A ceremony took place at the embassy to celebrate the retrieval of the artifacts. Egyptian ambassador to the Netherlands, Hatem Abdelkader, signed the documents of receiving the artifacts to expedite their repatriation back to Egypt. The restored pieces include a clay Ushtabi statue and parts of a wooden sarcophagus with the drawing depicting Osset. The Ushtabi statue and parts of the sarcophagus were handed over to the Egyptian embassy by Dutch police that believed that they were illegally smuggled from Egypt. Meanwhile, a Dutch national handed over the head of a mummy that he inherited from his family to the police. Those in Egypt, let us know your thoughts on the retrieval of your guys' ancient artifacts. And somebody's family had held a dead person's remains. Is that what you guys are doing in the Netherlands? Let me know. If you're watching from the Netherlands, that's how you guys get down. Let's go to the Caribbean. And there we go to Suriname, where they are being asked to decolonize. The chairman of the National Reparations Commission in Suriname says that Suriname can and must learn from its regional neighbors on how to tackle the decolonization process expeditiously. In a statement published in the media, the official said that the process of decolonization within the member states of CARICOM is proceeding steadily, with the trend starting when Barbados replaced Queen Elizabeth II as the head of state on its 50th or 55th Independence Day and became a republic. He said in Trinidad and Tobago, also there had made some remarkable plans regarding the decolonization process, adding that Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. Keith Rowley, made a number of remarkable statements in the context of this. The official said that in Suriname, the decolonization process has not progressed well since independence back in 1975. He said that it's remarkable that even the motto of the colonial company, Justista, Pistas, and Fides, was adopted in 1975 and is still part of the Surinamese coat of arms. He said that the second symbol of colonization that still exists is the Wilhelmina Mountains. Back in 1952, Dutch governor requested that the Dutch authorities name the mountain after the daughter of Queen Wilhelmina. Those in Suriname, let us know your thoughts on the decolonization process happening in the Caribbean. Do you feel that the Suriname needs to pay attention or that they have more important things to focus on? When we come back, we'll have today's African proverb of the day. Don't go anywhere.
New release of the Spring Summer Collection. Visit www.mccadero.com.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at today's African proverb of the day, and it comes to us from Egypt. And it reads, "The universe is mental, held in the mind of all. The all is spirit." Once again, the universe is mental, held in the mind of the all. The all is spirit. Egyptian proverb. Let me know your interpretation of today's African proverb of the day, as well as your thoughts, views, questions, comments, and concerns on the top stories. Don't forget to hit that like button. Make it your best friend. For Kush News on Kush Convos TV, I'm Ochanda. We'll see you soon.